Hey, how you doing? I just titled this live stream, "The Dark Night of the Soul is rarely ever only one night." That's the lie. That's the that's the sales pitch for the Dark Night of the Soul. But it isn't really what you get. Usually the Dark Night of the Soul is many, many, many nights, maybe many, many weeks, maybe many, many months. If you're me, it seems like my dark nights of the soul, they last an embarrassing long amount of time. I don't even think I want to reveal how long they can be. And I have been in a dark night of the soul period, actually, for a good part of this last year, 2023. A lot changed this year. A lot ended that was ready to end. And then I just had to live in that space of that was left behind, which was more unknown territory. And it felt vacuous and empty. And I have spent a lot of time this last year feeling lost, feeling the loss of a lot of things, people, conditions, circumstances, and very lost in it. And I'm so happy to say that I am feeling I'm coming through the other side. And I've used the metaphor a lot, and it still keeps working for me, that migration from caterpillar to butterfly. And the in between phase being the frozen inside a chrysalis and kind of dying to yourself before you're really reborn again. I wonder if any of this sounds familiar to you, because it's been a conversation I'm having with a lot of people lately, and it's kind of surprising me. It's happening now that I'm feeling like I'm coming through to the other side. It wasn't so much while I was in it. And frankly, while I was in it, I didn't really want to talk a lot about it. And I didn't really talk a lot anyway. I was just sort of in the chrysalis. So I've been in my interior space. I've been spending a lot of time alone. And I know it might look to the world from social media posts and stuff that I'm all lively with my concerts and everything. And that is still true. And all of that was completely and utterly sincere. And when I'm having those experiences, I'm in paradise. And they're all part of what kept me um, staying in some kind of momentum or life force. But in between a lot of that was a lot of dark, quiet, internal, interior space. Anyway, that is all a prelude now to say that they're not unfamiliar to me. I have been through many of those transitions. And in my world, they seem to come, um, well, for a while, it seemed like every 7 years, and then it started to seem like every 3 years. So the last one was the pandemic. Might have been a cycle for you that you remember where everything changed. You know, the source of my income changed, work changed, and just living a more separate life. And I really had to reinvent myself and did. And I would say that reinvention lasted about 3 years until I kind of went back down again, back into the chrysalis, the cocoon. And the practice that really, the most healthy practice and the practice that really helped me find new clarity and the latest expression of myself, the latest evolution of myself, was my Kundalini yoga, breath work. I call my fire starter breath work meditation combination. And it saved my life then. And I can say it it has been saving my life this time too, as it's time for me to ramp back up and bloom back open and go in to the newest version of me and expression of me. And so the timing is perfect to do this next 21-day meditation challenge, which is going to start this Friday on December 1st and go through December 21st, right up to the winter solstice. And I wanted to make sure that you are aware of it. And if you're a little curious, if your part of you is like going, what's this you're saying? If you relate to what I'm talking about regarding the dark night of the soul, if you've been in one, if you have felt lost, if you have felt some losses, if you're wondering who you want to become next, if you're at a time of life like I am, I'm beginning to have a real kind of fresh realization about being this age. I just turned 65. I know a lot of people in this age category, 60 in the 60s bracket, that are needing to reinvent themselves, needing to reconsider their work, wanting to feel fresh purpose, wanting to feel clarity of direction. I would say jump into this 21-day meditation practice with us and let that work happen. Let some of that falling away and brightening come through the practice. And if you want to talk to me about any of that, I would love to talk to you. Just reach out if you're watching this video and you want to know more about it. We're going to start this Friday, December 1st. We'll go through to December 21st. We're going to practice 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. I need to send you the Zoom link. We'll all meet in a Zoom call, and we'll be doing it live together every morning. It will include an opening sequence, which is I call it Michelle's musings, and they'll add some context and meaning to what we're doing and its purpose. There will be recorded every day, and the recordings will be made available to everybody. So if you can't make it every day, that's fine. It's $333 per person, $555 if you come with a friend, and just reach out to me, and I'll tell you everything else. All right. Hope to see you soon. And if any of what I'm talking about here really strikes a chord, definitely reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you. See, I'm going to end this broadcast.